All right, check it out. We hit the trifecta to start our final 1st and 10 of the season. Live look in at 3 big semifinal games. That's UMS Wright, St. Paul's, and Spanish Fort, the 3 places to be tonight. And you know we're there because that's how we roll. And how was that 1st and 10 trailer just about as epic as that new Star Wars trailer? Welcome in, everybody. I'm Joe Eamer, and the Force has been with us on a monumental year of 1st and 10. Definitely sad to see it come to an end, but pumped for what we have in store for you tonight. 6 teams chasing one dream, a state championship. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chance of going 6 for 6 tonight because 2 of those semifinal games involved 4 of our local teams. Now, the good part of that is we're guaranteed to have at least 2 teams in Auburn next week. One of those teams will be region rivals Saraland or Spanish Fort, and that's where we begin our show tonight.
It will be electric. You know, you better get there early. You better be there, ready to go. It's going to be a tremendous atmosphere for high school football. It's what it's all about.
Saraland head coach Jeff Kelly earlier this week, and he knew what he was talking about. So many fans at this game that they had to bust out the shuttles to move people in and out of the stadium. Hustling Hal Sherrick staying close to home tonight, a front row seat for this one. And Hal, you have been at some epic games this year.
I really have, Joe, and this one didn't disappoint. You know, this was billed to be one of the biggest games of the year. Certainly was for these 2 schools. And, you know, as you heard Coach Kelly saying there, come early, get ready, it's going to be electric. I'm going to tell you what, these Saraland fans, they packed out not only their side, but took up 2 sections of Spanish Fort's home side stand. So this place was just electric tonight. Two just tremendous teams going at it, both extremely deserving of where they are right now. And I'm so glad I was here to see this one go down, and it's over and it's decided. We know who's going to Auburn next week for the finals, but I'm going to hold on just a minute before I tell you that. We're going to take a look at the first half highlights.
That's not a UFO flying over Toro Stadium tonight, but it caused quite a stir. Baptist Light Flight 2, based in Sims, flew in Spanish Fort High School principal Marty McRae with the game ball. Light Flight number 2 serves Southeast Mississippi, Southwest Alabama, including the Eastern Shore. The Spartans' Chris Weaver looked to jump on Spanish Fort early as he let this one fly deep, looking for Bayless Jones. Instead, the Toros' Stephen Holcomb would get the pick early in the first. After a scoreless first quarter, Weaver again airs it out. This time he underthrows Anthony Brumballo, and Spanish Fort's Tony Mitchell gets the pick. Going back to the ground, Sean Long will take this one and get a nice gain down to the 6-yard line. A defensive encroachment penalty would move it to the 3, and this time Weaver would do it himself, putting the Spartans on the board first. The Toros' Javon Brown, looking to get something going for the Toros, hits Lou Petway on the sideline. Petway bobbles the ball, but does manage to hang on. The Toros unable to put it in the end zone, but 8th grade place kicker Matthew Quinn is able to put one through the uprights to get the Toros on the board. The Spartans look to put up some more points as the half winds down, as Tyler Robinson puts them in striking distance with this catch.
And you're looking right now at the Spartans team, and there's a reason you're seeing that. Let me tell you, second half, Spanish Fort jumped on, got a touchdown early in the 3rd, but you're going to see right here Chris Weaver, 4th and 2 at the goal, taking it in, put the Spartans back in the lead. And then late in the game, Saraland is able to intercept a pass from Javon Brown of Spanish Fort to basically seal this deal. They were able to take 4 straight knees and let the clock run on out. Both teams out of timeouts at that point. This game ends with a final of Saraland 14 and Spanish Fort 10. What a tremendous game. Saraland moving on to the finals, heading up to Auburn, Jordan-Hare Stadium next week to play in that final game. Just tremendous program they've developed this year, and you know, these folks over here at Spanish Fort have got to hold their head up high. They've had a tremendous season as well. These 2 teams have come to be such great games and an epic rivalry I see developing between these 2. Both newer programs with great football teams that are able to get deep in the playoffs every year, so I look for many more of these type games to come. I'm going to try to catch up with Saraland head coach Jeff Kelly to get a live interview for you here in just a little bit, but that's what it looks like from over here on the hill in Spanish Fort. Just a great game, and Joe, thanks for my birthday present sending me here this week.
Sounds good, Hal. Appreciate it, and hopefully we can get Jeff Kelly later. If not, we will definitely get him at the Super 7. So here's a look at the other 6A semifinal. It was Florence versus Clay Chalkville, the Cougars of Clay Chalkville, and they remain undefeated. They win it 35-21. All right, so here's the 6A championship matchup. You see Saraland with only one loss on the season. Clay Chalkville undefeated. When's this game going to be? Friday night, prime time, 7 o'clock, and Michael Brannon will be there for you with all the highlights. Here's the tail of the tape. Of course, this not including tonight's game, but here's how it was looking. Clay Chalkville's offense dominating, scoring 51 points a game. However, Saraland's defense looking a little better, only allowing 13 a game as opposed to Clay Chalkville's 21 a game. So this is shaping up to be a classic 6A state championship game. Still to come, the Bulldogs. UMS Wright and Washington County both looking to bark their way to the state championship. Up next, two more local teams head-to-head. Jackson traveling to Mobile, trying to upset undefeated St. Paul's. You're watching the season finale of First and 10.